by Nutty Toys. I'm trying for the very first time. I haven't done anything with it yet. This little portable interactive drone, they call it. So it's basically a game. It's not really a drone with a camera type of thing, but I've tried these a few years ago when they were like made of like an orb. So it's like kind of that sphere that you would like throw in. You could play with multiple players, or you could just be by yourself and throw it up in the air and it would fly back to you. So I have it charging right now. I just charged it for a few minutes. I'm going to unplug it right here. And this is what it looks like. It's really, really cute. It's literally like it looks like a donut, basically. It's got the propeller. I'm going to show you a little bit closer right here. It's got the propeller in the middle. You do have the that little black dot right there. That's where you're going to hook up the USB. Now, I am not a huge fan of proprietary USB cables. I would have preferred this to be USB-C or even a USB mini. C would have been better, but they do provide you with the cable. But of course, you cannot lose this cable because it's going to be very, very hard to replace. So that's kind of like my negative on this. But for everything else, let's see what it can actually do. So let's look at the actual thing here. So there is a power button, and the power button is on this side, is on that side right here. Let's see, because you don't open this. I'm going to try and press the power button. Let's go like this. So I use that little pin to get to the power button, which is right here. That little golden button right there, or bronze little nod, that's how you actually turn it on. So it is blinking, it is on, and what they say to do, and this is the important thing, you're going to be shaking it 3 to 5 seconds to actually start the blade going. Now, there's two different ways you can play with this. And I said you can play this with multiple players, frisbee style. So this is what I read. You can just throw it straight and it will literally fly in a straight line. But if you're by yourself, it's just going to fly and fly and fly and no one's going to catch it, right? Now, the other thing is if you send it up at a 45-degree angle up like this, it will come back and fly back to you. Just like a frisbee would, like you've done that with frisbees in the past, like throwing it with a, playing it with yourself. So let's try and see if it actually turns on. It does. It sure does. This is really cool. So you turn it back off by shaking it 3 to 5 seconds, about 3 seconds, let's be honest. Now there is a logo right here, and the propeller, basically you have to, where the button is, where you turn it on, and let me just make sure that that's what it is, because I just did it. There is a way. There is obviously a lift way, so this one would actually go down. So let me just see. Okay. So where you plug it in and when you power it off, that has to look up at the sky to actually work, right? Look at this. This is super cool. Okay, let's see if it's actually going to come back to me. Oh! Oh! That was a lot of fun. So it is a little tricky at first to actually get it going or understanding how it flies. But essentially what it is if you throw it from your waist up at a 45-degree angle, it will catch some air and then come back down to you. If you throw it up like this, like over your head, it will pass, blow past you. I'm actually out of breath. I've been running after it. The nice thing is that because it's kind of a spongy, if you look at this, like it is spongy, so it will actually just like bounce off and not break anything in the house and kind of like just be very easy going on anything that you throw it onto. But the really nice thing is once it basically crashes, quote unquote crashes, and tumbles everywhere, it will shake and turn off, which is a nice thing. If it doesn't crash, then it just goes on and kind of just like flies everywhere, which is kind of cool. I had it bouncing off like furniture and then catching it off again. It's very cool. Let's go and see how this works. Like that. This thing, it's super cool.